Ladies and gentlemen, if it weren't for the next while it was their father who made the blood oath with high mortality. Alpha and Sika formed WWE's most dominant tag team of the early 1980s, fighting their way to the WWE Tag Team Championship on 3 separate occasions. Opponents were often defeated before the bell even rang to start the match, falling victim to the aura and the intimidation factor of having to step into the ring with the Wild Samoans. Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano, the trio formed a masterful group that was able to take all opponents off their game, be it through Albano's devious schemes or the overpowering nature of the Wild Samoans. WWE had never dealt with a team so primal, turning each match into a battle of survival. Most feared, the deadly Samoan drop, a move that has been imitated by many, but duplicated only by a chosen few.
There they are, the Wild Samoans.
These are immigrants coming from the island, trying to figure it out, trying to find a way. I couldn't imagine being these men. I couldn't imagine taking on these responsibilities of setting the tone in a whole new country. And then trying to break into entertainment on top of that. But they made it work. And that's what we are. We're workers. We make it work.
These tribal elders set the standard for all of their descendants to not only follow, but they also taught their descendants how to surpass it. So beloved were the two that perhaps no moment holds more significance to your tribal chief, Roman Reigns, than when he was presented the Ula Fala by his father Sika and Uncle Afa after the 2020 Hell in a Cell event. You see, it was their acknowledgement that gave Roman Reigns the unshakable confidence to continue his journey to becoming the greatest of all time.
The utmost respect, love, and gratitude for those men. Because if my father and uncle don't do what they do, we're not here.
We now humbly present would test the Wild Samoans was not an easy task. But then, a thought came to your wise man. Why not give the audience exactly what they want? Why not put the Wild Samoans against one of the greatest tag teams of all time? Why not present Afa, Sika, the Wild Samoans versus Bubba Ray and Devon the Dudley Boys. And extreme.
And here they come. Bubba Ray and Devon are ready for a fight.
That's just what they'll get from Afa Sika, and then some.
The following contest is a tag team tables match. And at a combined weight of 603 pounds, Bubba Ray and Devon, the Dudley Boys.
It takes a strong brotherly bond to agree to go into battle against the Wild Samoans, but that's exactly what Bubba Ray and Devon have.
I have a strong feeling this match isn't going to be for the faint of heart.
Well, look, the Dudley Boys may not be all there in the head, but they're easily the most highly decorated tag team in pro wrestling history. They've beaten the best, they've beaten the toughest, and they're ready to come in and beat the wildest tonight.
Both the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are coming into this tables match with something to prove. Who's the best tag team of all time? Who's the more cohesive brotherly unit?
Who's more savage? Who's more extreme? Gentlemen, we are moments away from finding out the answers to these questions once and for all.
Guys, this is going to be a great one. You can feel the electricity already.
I feel the excitement and some fear, too.
Accompanied by Captain Lou Albano at a combined weight of 645 pounds. Afa and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
This tables match might be a dream match for many, but for both the Wild Samoans and the Dudley Boys, this is about to be one team's greatest nightmare.
Afa Sika clearly not looking to back down here.
The Dudleys can certainly handle their own, but they've never faced anyone or anything like the Wild Samoans.
Those mean looks on both Afa and Sika's faces. I'll tell you, they're out for blood. And the Dudleys are about to walk right into the lion's den.
Two-on-two tables match here with the masters of the match, the Dudley Boys taking on the Wild Samoans.
There's always those thoughts in the back of your mind. My brother can beat up your brother. My brother can put your brother through a table faster. Finally, we get to see those thoughts become a reality.
Saxton, I never want to hear about the inner workings of your mind ever again.
I second that, but the Dudley Boys and the Wild Samoans are two teams who also clearly have a few screws loose. This should be intense. Corey, the Wild Samoans are about as tough and mean as they come, a very physical duo, and we've seen how they use their heads, almost like a concrete weapon.
Yeah, they don't need much flash. They're just a formidable ground and pound team. If they lack in offensive creativity, they make up for it in blunt force trauma. And nothing packs more blunt force trauma than an Afa or Sika headbutt.
Corey, I've got to know, what can the Wild Samoans do to get the advantage in this tables match? After all, this is the Dudley Boys match, the match they put on the map, the match they're synonymous with.
Well, maybe the Wild Samoans have to be a little less wild, Cole. They still need to brutalize their opponents because that's what they do. Lift off! What? No matter who you are, when you crashed on the floor, a searing pain races through your body.
Grabbing a hold of the arm.
And we can harp on how this match was something almost tailor-built by the Dudley boys. With a famous series of TLC matches they've had, the Dudleys have become synonymous with the T in TLC.
And that didn't stand for tender, Cole. It means tables, and it means lots of them.
Yeah, and if Bubba Ray and Devon can get the Wild Samoans through a table tonight, it will really add to the Dudley boys' legacy even further.
This maniac's out of control.
That's a sadistic individual. You can sever an artery or suffer nerve damage after something like that.
Or at least need a tetanus shot.
Somebody stop this competitor. No idea where this one's heading.
It looks like he's stalking his prey. Only one thing in mind. Shot after shot after shot.
A very ferocious demeanor emanates from the Wild Samoans. Like they're part of a pack of untamed beasts. I really wonder what it'll take for the Dudley boys to have control of them.
Maybe they'll take a sledgehammer? A truck? They're not human, Byron. You can knock them down, but they'll keep coming back.
Hot top into the Samoan drop. Incredible.
Alpha and Sika might have just shown us the prelude to the Dudley's demise.
He'll make his way to the ring. Oh, from the rope.
Uh-oh, stop in the spine.
We know what's coming next. Accolade. Slides out the back door, and he is taking flight.
Oh, no, went big and pays for it.
That misstep could have cost them this match entirely.
A hard landing for sure.
What soaring.
The adrenaline is pumping, and the WWE Universe is on his side.
There's that back on Devon. That's using your head.
I don't know what he's got in mind heading to the floor here. Oh, my goodness.
Sika just beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Here are your winners, Alpha and Sika, the Wild Samoans.
And it's the Wild Samoans standing tall, having beat the Dudley boys at their own game.
Devon and Bubba pushed Alpha and Sika to their limits, but in the end, there was only one way this match could end.